All right, hello, Cheerskevin here, and welcome back to Nowhere, where we are slowly winding down this series. We're slowly getting there. We need a lot of liquid starlight for some of this stuff. Do we have a bucket worth here? No. I just loaded this up. There's been a small update, and one of the achievements has been fixed. The lens, we now can get credit for that, which is great. I think there was another achievement that was bugged, but I think it was one we had already managed to complete. Today, I think we're not going to mainly focus on astral sorcery, although, honestly, with this, we're just kind of relaxing and having fun and taking our time to wrap this up, because, we're enjoying this. So I don't have everything sort of... Okay. Something exploded. What exploded? Couldn't have been liquid over there, huh? I wonder what that would have been. I don't think we had any... Well, I mean, whatever it was, hopefully it was good news. It was certainly a happy explosion, right? So there, let's see, we've been working our way toward the creative reservoir, and oh no, with the update, I guess our bookmarks are gone. Probably also this, this is going to be reconfigured as well. Let's change this to JES synchronized auto keep and that style. So we're going to have to look real quick at the liquids that we've got. I should just grab a reservoir and fill it with liquid starlight, because then we could finish that stuff. But anyway, let's look at the creative reservoir real quick, and we'll look at all the liquids that we need. So we need manulin, which is done. We need glowstone, which is done. We need the creosote oil, which is not yes, creosote oil is done. That's right there. And let's rebookmark this. Oh, we're not done with the cyan-metal. Oh, that's a shame. I thought we were done with the cyan-metal. But it looks, are we still in the process of cyan-metaling, or have we run out of solid cyan-metal? I think we've run out of solid cyan-metal. Oh well. Not the end of the world there. Let's see. We've got liquid starlight. Liquid starlight is continuing to collect. Molten emerald is way overdone. Let's look. So let's just look at the ones that we still need. Molten emerald. Blah blah blah. So cyan-metal, we'll go ahead and just add that back on the list, just to remind ourselves we still need to do that. Here's one that actually I realized was not entirely on my list. It should have been, but it somehow had fallen off of my bookmarks. Is the Pahoho lava, which we need to dive into some industrial craft stuff for. Let's see, and then liquid starlight, which we're still working on. It's unfortunate because we actually have to use that resource as well. And then the molten end steel. And so these are the liquids. Is there one more? No, these ones are empty. Yeah, so we need a bunch of reservoirs. Some of them are empty, and then we just need a bunch of attuned rock crystals, which is not difficult. And then we also need to, of course, have the iridescent altar, and we need to have 3 more creative powers. Creative energy sources. We can swap back and forth between the types of creative power blocks that we've got, but we are going to need to get some of that stuff crafting up. And it's not entirely an automated process, because we didn't go through the process of making it entirely automated. But if we look at like a creative energy cell, and of course it doesn't have EMC, that would make things too easy. You can go from one to the other. But we need the draconic reactor core, and we need the energy core, the advanced power cell, the MFSU. The MFSU is going to be probably the biggest pain in the butt one. Resonant cell frame is not too difficult. But draconic reactor core that's a bit of a process. We should probably just get that going. Draconic reactor core. Oh, we've got one of them. Nice. Okay, fair enough. I'll pull that out, but we're going to need at least 2 more. So we'll tell you to get crafting, and this is, of course, this goes down all the way to getting some infusion-y stuff, and if we look, 8 of the Ender energy manipulators, and it's a bit of a task. Go ahead and toss that in there, and now that job is in the works, and it'll go ahead and start doing all of the old draconic stuff that we did from long ago. I want to see today. Let's look at we could look at the Pahoho lava. We could also look at wait a second, there was one more. I swore. Let's see. We skipped over. Empowered oil. That's the big one. Empowered oil. I want to see if we can get that process done today. We'll have to see. So empowered oil you get by dropping. You get empowered oil. From Actual Additions. Using canola, you can make this, and we have to run canola through a bit of a process. So we have to drop Yeah, so you have to drop empowered canola seed into crystallized oil to get empowered oil. So what we have to do is we have to get to crystallized oil. Yeah, crystallized oil happens when we throw crystallized canola seed into refined canola oil. So refined canola oil right here. Go ahead and bookmark that. And then let's see, how do we get to that? Let's see, the recipe for that is we can fractionate canola oil into refined canola oil. Okay, so we're now getting to the process of actually being able to start this whole thing. Now, we are going to need an industrial squeezer, I believe, from Immersive Engineering, unless there's another way. It doesn't look like there's another way to do this. So that is a multi-block that we will create. Now, of course, we need to get canola actually going. And I suppose we could do that in a phytogenic insulator if we wanted to. The phytogrid is not a VMC, so probably, yeah, so this may be a fair bit of a process, actually, getting this one. So, because, I mean, I suppose we could manually grow it, but I think we're going to, given that we need 250 buckets worth, that's not just a quick, easy thing for us to do. It probably does make sense for us to try and do this in the phytogenic insulator. So that's going to mean we need that, but that also means if we're doing that, and this is just to get the actual canola. So let's bookmark canola. Not the seeds, the canola. Thank you. There you go. The seeds we have EMC, so that's fine. But to get the actual canola, we need to cook up the seeds, and so for that we need a phytogenic insulator, and then we need the actual phytogrow, which we would need to craft somehow. And this is this is going to be interesting because pulverized charcoal has EMC. Sawdust, we can make sawdust from EMC stuff. But let's bookmark phytogrow and see. Yeah, this is going to be a whole big pipeline. Sawdust we could make, or pulverized charcoal we could make. Nitrate or niter, it's not a VMC, but we could get it as a byproduct from a pulverizer. But if we're going to do that, we also need the process for making somehow we need to make slag, which honestly shouldn't be too difficult, I think. Because I had done this in a different series, and let's see if we, rich slag, okay, that's not helpful. Yeah, okay, I think this is the recipe we're going to go with. In the induction smelter, you can get a 100% chance of a slag drop by putting in cobblestone and sand. So yeah, we're gonna be building a fair bit of a pipeline here, just to get us to phytogrow, and then to get this phytogenic insulator working to get ourselves some canola growing. Now, because canola is actually additions, I guess we build this over here. We're gonna mostly, I think, keep. Most of this is going to stay off of the EMC system, I think. We're just going to want to feed this with energy collectors, mostly because we're dealing with byproducts, and so we don't want to create crafting recipes because those assume 100%, or at least a consistent drop rate of stuff. Yeah, we've got plenty of res. Yeah, we're not going to need more of that. So actually, I should let's tear this thing down. Okay, got the I got to use our gear press, so that's good. Phytogenic, no, not the phytogenic. Yeah, induction smelter, redstone reception coil. What are you missing for that? How can you don't have gold? Gold. You have, okay, fair enough. There we go, make some gold, please. And we go offline real quick for some reason, which is weird. Let's get this one in here. And we need a machine frame. We need a platinum gear. Okay, give me some platinum. And I suppose let's just make the phytogenic insulator, so then we can sort of backtrack from there as far as laying out how we want things to look. So we're gonna need, some more copper gears, dirt apparently, and another machine frame. Right, okay, so I'm gonna need another gear for that. And another redstone reception coil. And there we go, phytogenic insulator, and no achievement for that, so I assume we're probably not following the intended strategy here, but that's okay. So let's assume, let's see, I'm trying to think here. The induction smelter is going to require 2 inputs, and then the pulverizer is going to require 1. And then we're going to have to have some sort of output for junk as well. Let's set these up. Let's just set a block down, and then we'll put the we'll just put this here, and we'll put. Yeah, I don't know how we want to have this structured. It's kind of hard to know just yet, but that's okay. We'll put the pulverizer there. We'll put the induction smelter there. And let's think about these steps. So, phytogen. Oh, you know what? No, we're gonna need never mind. These have to go through a crafting process anyway. So I guess we'll make a crafter as well. So these are the 2 precursor things. No, that's the phytogenic insulator. Come on. The pulverizer, yeah, the pulverizer can go here. And then once those are done, we'll eventually send stuff over to here to actually do the phytogenic insulating, but we need a crafter. I can have a crafter underneath. Well, okay, the induction smelter is the more challenging one, I think. Or not challenging, but just a little bit of a pain in the butt, because we've got to provide 2 resources to it. We need to provide it with sand and with... Yeah, we need to provide it with sand, and we need to provide it with... and actually, this should not be too bad. Let's grab a stack of condensers. Yeah, so we'll put one on the top and one on the side. And, of course, I should have grabbed more stuff. That's okay. We'll grab some sand, and we'll grab some cobble. There we go. And what was the thing that we needed for the pulverizer? Actually, ooh, you know what? The pulverizer, yeah, because the pulverizer is just going to be crushing sand. Is it crushing sand or sandstone? The pulverizer... Yeah, no, the pulverizer is crushing sandstone, but it does produce sand as a byproduct, which then we could feed into the induction smelter, so that we can actually use the output in that case. So that's good. So in that case, we only need to feed one thing to you. Although, let's see. I'm trying to think if we keep these next to each other, we can get away with just using one energy collector, which would save us, a tiny amount of save us a tiny amount of work. Let me grab this real quick, and then if we set this down here, and then set this here underneath, that might work. I mean, or vice versa, but whatever. So this, in theory, if we tell, so then, yeah, this needs to produce sandstone, not sand. So let's tell it, yeah, let's make a sandstone so it knows what that's all about. Now, yeah, that doesn't let us share a collector. Oh, well, that's fine. Let's put 2 of these here. So you need to start making sandstone, please. And you have power. Why do you have power? That's weird. But it's fine. You need to pull from this side and auto pull, please. There you go. And yeah, we're getting like no byproduct, which is a bummer. And output on those. And cool. So, okay, there we go. We finally did get some niter. So then we can also tell you to just push up. Yeah, just the main product goes up. Yeah. And then the niter will have to send out to a crafter wherever that ends up being. Okay, so that's a start. Then here, the smelter, we'll go ahead and just disable all that for the moment. The induction smelter, we're taking in cobble, so we need to tell this thing to make cobble, which I know it's a challenge. Who would have thought that we'd find us like going, hey, we need to produce, oh, whoops, I right-clicked and not left-click. There we go. Plenty of cobble, so no shortage of resources there. We need to pull in from there. Auto input is enabled. There you go, so it's going to put in cobble, and we'll tell it to pull from down there as well. There we go. Now we're making stone bricks and slag. Cool. And we are going to need to find a way to void these stone bricks. Should not be a huge pain in the butt, but that's okay. So then we'll need to take the secondary from here, the niter. We'll need to take the secondary from here, the slag, and route those into a crafter. And then, yeah, the crafter will output into a phytogenic insulator. So I don't know why I put that there in the middle of the air, but that's okay. The crafter, though, also is going to need, what else? Pulverized charcoal, so we're going to need another energy condenser to make that work. So we'll set, let's see, so we're assuming, we don't have items. So I'm going to grab some item ducts, and I'll just grab some reinforced servos because they have EMC, whatever, it's fine. And we'll toss these down. And I should have grabbed a crafter. Let me do that real quick. Oh man, it's weird because we've been doing so much just non-automation-y sort of stuff, so it's weird kind of jumping back into it. But I mean, fun, but weird. And yeah, we just need a basic tier 1 crafter. And I think there are definitely cleaner ways to do this, but that's okay. This needs to go in here, and then yeah, we don't need any sort of extract from you but we will need. Let me think. Yeah, we'll put this on top, and then we'll use the same line to get stuff in. We'll put this here because we can set the phytogenic insulator to just pull from you, right? Yeah. So I'm just gonna. We could use cables, but this works too. And I'll just set these to
Output on all sides, because, yeah, we're being lazy. And we'll just plop this up on there, and we'll tell you, you need to be making that charcoal thing. Interestingly enough, we don't know the recipe for pulverized charcoal. We only know coal. I think coal is valid, right? I mean, we'll find out. Let's throw some servos on this stuff for the moment. We'll put one here just temporarily, and then one here. And yeah, we can say go ahead and extract. Actually, no, don't. And wait, sandstone. Why are we getting sand? We don't want sandstone. No. Oh yeah, so auto extract is not working the way we expect it to. Wait, it's pulling from the input. That is so weird. Okay. There. That's how I want you to work. Pull this junk out. Okay, that's filling with niter. Cool. So some of that. Oh, this is so messy. Some of that and some of that. Is that going to work? No. Okay, we have taught it the recipe, but it does look like it explicitly requires pulverized charcoal. I think the servos and the auto eject may be redundant, so we may not actually need servos on this. Okay, so you need to start making pulverized charcoal. And you then should actually be the only one who needs a servo. In theory, though, you two should not. So let's, pull these off. So that, because otherwise the servo is going to be explicitly extracting stuff kind of based on its own preferences that we don't necessarily care about or want. And yeah, we are still going to have to manage inventory here so this thing doesn't get over full, but this is fine. Actually, if we just say, because right now, no, we need space for slag. But if we say remember, in theory, okay, so this is already in the process of crafting stuff. Cool. So now if I take this stuff out, it is going to remember the layout. So this is fine. We can leave this layout and it can know, hey, you're allowed to put sandstone here, and that's fine. We don't necessarily care. Right now, it's not extracting anywhere, but the phytogenic insulator should be able to extract from there. So let's say auto input enabled, and we'll say, hey, you can pull input from over there, and it does. It pulls 64 phytogrow. Hooray. And this will craft up yet more. And if I pull this phytogrow out, is it going to pull these? Yeah, so these are not set to push the right materials. Well, this one's not even crafting more slag yet. This is pushing out its extra material. So what is that even making for us? That's making niter, right? Yes. So if I pull out niter, this can't process. Yeah, this can't handle the excess sand. This is stopped because we're waiting for this. Cool. That's going to be an issue, isn't it? Maybe. I don't know. It might be fine. We may not need enough for this to be a huge concern. I don't know. But yeah, in theory, this could end up with a backlog of sand because this is unable to get rid of its excess slag, right? In theory. Of course, right now we need a way for it to void its stone brick. So let's give it something to do that. So make an upgrade template, make a void upgrade template, and then we've got that. And it consumed my drawer in the process. Thank you for that. And we're going to make a drawer. We'll just give it a drawer so it has somewhere to throw away its garbage. And so now we can tell it, hey, you're allowed to export that to the top. And we want yes, auto output enabled. Yes, okay. And this auto output enabled too, that one matters less. And then we'll just void upgrade you. So now this is able to work, and yes, it is getting plenty of slag sent over here, which can then get crafted up or stored as whatever is feasible. And of course this one is, so long as we're able to get the induction smelter empty, the pulverizer will work too, but yeah, eventually this could end up out of balance. And in theory, we could handle it by having this just discard its sand and having this get sand some other way, but this is fine. So let's continue on our merry way here with this pipeline of silliness. Let's create let's grab another condenser. And we'll grab canola seeds we get for our EMCable. So let's tell this thing to make canola seeds. I should grab some canola seeds too. All right, and tell this thing, hey, make me some canola seeds. And now we can just tell this to pull in from above as well. All right, so this thing should automatically refill, which is great. And then we just need a fluid duct. Put that right here on the front and give it a servo. And yeah, hack this thing up like crazy. And there we go. We are producing canola. Oh, and canola seeds as a byproduct. I forgot about that. Well, okay, this is at least a process that should allow us to get canola. So then, in theory, let's see where exactly is our nearest. We've got some cabling already nearby. Let me grab some more AE stuff, and from there, I guess we'll just import the result of those into our system. Because why the heck not? Because the next step is going to be immersive engineering based, so we'll have to kick back over to that. And for that, at that point, I think it makes sense to jump into smart cables. Let's see. Yeah, I mean smart cables like that, and then we just need an import bus, and there we go. Devices online. So this should now, if we tell this, hey, you can output over to this side, and we'll tell it, hey, you can output both. It was lagging. There we go. There we go. Go ahead and output both. Now this import, we didn't put any acceleration stuff, so it's going to be a little slow, but that's okay. Yeah, we are now getting canola imported into our AE system, and we should be able to get those into the press. But I think we'll probably save that for next episode. I want to real quick see if we can actually get cake going, if we can get this lens transmutation-y stuff happening. So let me put away some materials, and let's see what we can do. I'm going to grab a reservoir. Because we crafted up the resonant ones a long time ago, but it should at least allow us to grab a whole bunch of liquid starlight, and we'll just carry that around with us so that we can do the astral stuff a little bit cleaner. And then the issue with the lens is that, yeah, we needed to make the collector crystal, and the challenge here was resonating gems, so we need to turn a bunch of aquamarine into resonating gems. Yeah. And for that, we needed the infusion to work. And so the infusion where we need to craft the multi-block, and of course, that requires a whole bunch of liquid starlight. So all of that said, we should be able to do this if we just make liberal use of this. So hopefully I can just place from here, right? I need to switch the mode. There we go. Now it's in. There we go. Can you not place? There we go. It looks like it's not. Well, whatever. There we go. There we go. And this one is full as well. Cool. Okay, so now this thing should be ready to go. It's just probably not going to work right now. And I forget. I think we need a resonating one for this. Oh, it's working. Okay, we can do this in the middle of the day, apparently. That is neat. Not getting crazy sounds from it, but I forget if we were supposed to. All right. So we're going to need 4 of those. And then we should actually be able to make a collector crystal, which would be very exciting. Oh, yeah, so the thing when you do that is that there's, oops, no, switch, there, and switch, and there we go. Yeah, there's a chance it will consume one of the starlights, and if you try and do stuff like infusing a sword or whatever, it will consume all of the starlights. That's what makes this a little bit of a pain in the butt, because we're already trying to gather starlight, because we need it for things. All right, did we use the same, lose the same? Yeah, weird. But yeah, so this is going to require, let's see, illumination powder. That's easily done, and we may have already done that. Now, the crystals are better based on the purity of the underlying rock crystal, so we're going to have to kind of look through and see. Yeah, so that one. We're going to have to look through and see what crystals we have and whether we have any that are particularly decent. In theory, we could soak them in starlight and grind them down and worry about trying to get a super perfect one, but I'm not too concerned. We're just trying to get enough to get a transmutation working. All right, so the size goes up to like 800, but these are kind of meh. I guess I'm looking at, so the purity here is 69%. That's something. I guess we'll go with that one, and we'll just make sure to attune it, unless we have some attuned. No, it looks like we don't have any attuned in there. Fair enough. And then, do we have any of the illumination powder? Yes, we do. And some stardust. All right, let me just grab my trusty watch of flowing time, because we're going to need that. Put away some of the materials that are not related to astral sorcery. And yeah, we're going to have to see how well this works. We'll go ahead and attune this crystal, and then see about getting the trans. And do we have the linking? Yes, we have the linking tool right there. And I really hope that the correct constellation is out. It is not. Yeah, Amara is not out, and therefore we can't attune to Amara. We could change the position of these. Bleh. Or we can just fast forward through the night and hope that Amara is out tomorrow night. Okay, I pressed V to charge the watch, and it does seem to be, yeah, that seems to improve its capability. So that's pretty neat. Oh man, seriously? No, no Amara this time either. Okay.
Fine. Maybe we... No, just stop. Maybe we do rearrange these then. Let's grab what is out. Avitus is out. Decidia is out. Or sorry, I don't remember. If we hold this, yeah. So then we can just replace these in the positions to attune to that constellation. Oh man, it must just be a seasonal type of thing. Yeah. So we need to have this in our offhand to see where the areas of activity are, or where the areas of focus are. But then yeah, just plop these down. I can't tell if that's just a whatever. There. Oh, okay, so that one must be... Why is this? Did this, it looks like there's an extra... Yeah, this is an extra one. Wow, how did that... Is that a visual? Or maybe I just missed there was one random one sitting there? I do not understand, but that's okay. Plop you down, put your glass back, or your lens back. Okay, let's make ourselves a collector crystal, dang it. Let's do it. We have the technology. We do not quite have the... We almost have the technology. Oh, man. We're just barely shy. We're going to need another... need another little bit of stuffs. Just a tiny bit of additional power. And there we go. A big crystal. And yeah, size is 274. So not well cut, not great, not a great size, but we can at least plop it down. That's at least something. Let's plop it down right here. And we should be able to use the linking tool. We can link it to the lens, or we can link it directly from the lens to something. And look, and the lens is actually already focusing on this sandstone. So in theory, the power of this collector crystal should transform the sandstone. And that's what those particles are doing. I forget what that's... Oh, that's great endstone for us, isn't it? Yeah. And now the pumpkin is getting particles. Oh, cool. We're actually transmuting both at the same time. I assumed it was going to unlink. I assumed, cool. Okay, so this can link to multiple things. And yeah, presumably it's going to take a little bit because this is not a great crystal, but it's at least something. Oh, and there we go. Endstone. Ladies and gentlemen, we have learned endstone. How exciting is that? Very exciting. I will answer my own question. And pretty soon, we should finally be able to complete the beginning of this pack. If we convert this pumpkin, we will find ourselves enjoying the beauty that is cake. And there we go. So even with this relatively terrible crystal, which we probably will optimize our crystals at a later point. Who knows? We'll see. We have cake, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you know what? Can I... Okay, that's right. I was like, wait a second. No. How do we even pick up cake? I forget. How are you supposed to pick up cake? Because you eat cake on the ground. How? Okay. Yeah, you know what? I didn't think that part through. It does say that the cake is not a lie. We do get a lot of rewards if we manage to figure out a way to pick this up. But you know what? I'm suspecting that maybe picking it up is not going to work. Maybe we actually have to craft the darn cake. Oh man. I mean, it has EMC and everything. Once we craft one, we're good. But yeah, the challenge here is that the only way to get cake, you can transmute it this way, and then we can eat a cake. So hooray for us! Or we can get it out of the scrap box. You can make it from milk, sugar, and a cake base. All of these require eggs, though. Flour is easy enough, but eggs, there is no method for getting eggs. We have to get eggs from a scrap box. So I guess maybe we have to go back to a scrap box opener system, and then also come up with a system for, we can transmute to get milk, I believe. Yes, we could put steak over a light well to get milk, which is a little weird, but that's okay. And then sugar, we can get sugar. So maybe, we may have to set up a scrap box opener, like we had right at the beginning of the series, to get cake that we can actually eat. Oh man. We have been trolled. The cake is indeed a lie, and also not a lie at the same time. It's Xeno's cake. I don't know. I think this has been a weird episode. I apologize, or you're welcome, depending on whichever seems to be appropriate to you. And I will see you in the next episode. Cheers.